Hello student, welcome back, and today we are going to learn chapter, what is this chapter? Chapter 3 fast revision. This is part 2 lah. This is part 2. Okay, figure 2.1 show an apparatus set up by air pollution level in different places around the school. So basically, okay, a lot of students didn't read the question. Okay, they just straight away start from here, then they start away do. It's very difficult. Okay, remember to read the question. As I mentioned, anytime you can pause the video and try to do by yourself first. That's to get best out of this video. Figure 2.1 show apparatus set up to study air pollution level in different places around the school. Okay, so highlight, highlight is very important. Air pollution. So you want to know air pollution. 3 slides of telephone tape are stayed at 3 locations P, Q, R in the school. Each slide is observed under the microscope, and you can see slide P, slide Q, and slide R. So which one is the most polluted place? R, okay? R is the most polluted place. Let's say I want to do the experiment. I want to see which part is most polluted. So maybe one telephone tape I want to put at the road because I know the road is polluted. Second one, I want to put in my class. Third one, I want to put in the teacher classroom. Fourth one, maybe I want to put in the toilet. So the fifth one, you want to put at taman. So it's just experiment lah. Just an experiment. You want to know which area is more polluted. But if your answer is Jalan Raya is not polluted, then there's something wrong with the experiment. It's still okay, it's still an experiment, but we need to study further why I put in the road but it is the least polluted. Maybe some people still might think maybe I didn't put, or the rat eat my cell phone tap, or some people clean the cell phone tap. I don't know, but it is an anomalous result, means it's a weird result. Then we need to do the experiment again, which table question might ask if I write lah, then I will ask why. Maybe sometime the rat eat it earlier, I don't know. Okay, something like that. But we don't know where P, Q, and R. But probably I would say R is so many so I can imagine R will be beside the road. P maybe at canteen, and Q inside the maybe laboratory. Science laboratory is more clean, is it? I don't know lah. Somewhere more clean lah. Maybe your classroom got aircon, so maybe place that got aircon is more clean. With your air filter in your classroom, for example. State the variable. Okay, manipulated variable. This one you can do or not? Manipulated variable, the thing that you want to change to know the experiment. So the answer is in the question. Some people say, manipulated variable, I don't know. It's in the question usually. Manipulated and responding variable, usually the answer is in the question. Okay, let's look at the question. 3 location. These are the thing that you want to change. Manipulated variable is the thing that you want to change, and responding variable is the observation. Usually it's in the question lah, the observation. So let me write down the answer. So manipulated variable will be the type of location, the thing that you want to change. Responding variable, maybe I want to say is the dust particle. Okay, the observation is how much dust particle. Okay, so maybe I say concentration of dust particle. Okay, the effect of the manipulated. Okay, so usually in the experiment there's a cause and effect. Okay, if a girl more pretty, more guy will like him, for example. There's a cause, there's an effect, something like that and constant variable, the question didn't ask, but let's say I ask what are the constant variable, the thing that you want to make the experiment fair. Maybe I will say the type of telephone tap, you want to use the same tap. The size of the petri dish, for example, the thing that you want to make sure the experiment is fair. B1, what can be observed amount of dust particle on the telephone tap under the microscope? What can be observed? So what I can observe means the thing that I can see. So the thing that I can see is R is the most dust particle. Okay, R has the most dust particle. So I just write slide R, anything lah, use your own word lah. Slide R has the most dust particle. Can see or not? Wait, let me go down a bit. Followed by after R is P and Q. P and Q. P and Q. So now we get the data, we try to interpret the data. Step 1 inference can be observed. One thing that you know after you see the observation, what are the things that you can conclude? Okay, I can conclude that slide R is placed in the more polluted location. Correct or not? This is inference, huh? We don't say it's absolute facts, because experiment there is no 100% guarantee that your experiment is truly fair, but inference is quite when we see something we know that okay, when Ali beat Abu fight back, so the inference is Abu try to self-defense, something like that. When you look at something, then we try to think in our mind. Because this is science, but like the apple fall down, maybe there's a gravity that pull the apple fall down, or you also can say maybe there is a force opposite gravity, something that push the apple down from the top. That is also inference. I don't know. You haven't test, because inference you haven't test, we still don't know. Many things lah. Or then we see why the tree move, and then you think the inference is maybe the wind blow the tree, so the tree move, for example. So after this, what are the inference? Probably R is at the polluted place, correct or not? Because slide R. Okay, so I say slide R, the inference, one of the most obvious lah. There are a lot of inference, but the most obvious is slide R is placed at a polluted place, and slide Q is placed at the least polluted. Up to you lah. You can say slide R is placed at the most polluted place. You can say Q is situated at the most least polluted. I will just say 2 answers lah, so it's easier. Let's get sometimes, you know, like exam the marking scheme and so on. So I just give all lah, easier. State 1 hypothesis. What are the hypotheses in the experiment? So the hypothesis is we look at this one and this one, okay, for the manipulated variable and the responding variable. So we, you know, if for example we can say the marking scheme say if the higher the air pollution location, the more dust particle it will collect. Okay, so that is the answer. But I think the better hypothesis, the better hypothesis is slide R is more polluted as compared to slide Q. That I think is a better hypothesis, because you are saying slide place R has more pollution than Q, then you need to prove. So this is the proof. But the marking scheme say that I copy the answer so that you can see. Let me try to copy this thing down. Okay, the higher the air pollution in the location, the more dust particle present. Okay, so this one also can lah. Oh yeah, this one also can. Okay, the higher the level of air pollution, the more dust. Okay, so this is also the correct answer, because if I want to do the material, it will be this one type of location again. So there's a few hypotheses. So I think this will be the best also lah, because the higher the level of air pollution in the location, the more dust. So when I want to do experiment, also I will do this experiment. But of course, just now I say location R is more polluted than location, and then you want to do the experiment, you also do the same experiment. So it could be one experiment, there are a few hypotheses that you can do in your experiment. But that is until you go to university lah. But for now, we just stick to one hypothesis first, okay? That's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it, and hope to see you next time in the next video. So thank you and bye bye.